Hello Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. We're going to get the overall energy for this connection first, and then we'll pull some tarot. All right, what's the overall energy for this connection? All right, so we do have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. For some of you, you could have recently experienced a breakup. This could also indicate somebody who currently has a hard time getting over someone. Before we start pulling some tarot, let me put my phone on the charger. 1 second. Okay, we're back. All right, so let's start pulling some tarot and see what's going on. So let's focus on you first, Aries, and then once we're done, we will jump over to your person's energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Okay. How does Aries currently view this relationship? All right, Aries. So we do have the, we do have the World, we do have the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Cups out here. So it looks like there's a cycle closing out between you and this person from your past. Now, you could have been the one to initiate this ending. That's definitely a possibility, but kind of looks like you're leaning far more towards, you know, leaving this in the past and just simply moving forward and moving on with your life. But I feel like you found it very challenging and very hard to do so. And here's why. I feel like this person's still holding on to you, energetically speaking, making it very hard for you to just move forward and move on with your life. It's not that you don't want to move forward and move on with your life, because you totally do. I just kind of feel like you could feel this tug, you know what I mean, coming from them. But it's because they're still holding on to you, energetically speaking, refusing to essentially let you go. So that's basically what's going on, Aries. That's basically what's going on. Because they refuse to let you go, energetically speaking, and you guys have a very strong, intense soul tie connection to one another, it does kind of make it hard, I would say, for you to just simply move forward and move on with your life. How does this person currently view this relationship with Aries? Okay, so we do have the okay. This person's planning. This person's definitely planning on doing something to like reel you back in all over again. Whatever it is that they're planning on doing, Aries, it's something that they honestly think is going to essentially work, okay? Because it kind of looks like since this ending occurred here between the two of you, you haven't really been speaking to them at all. So they're about to do something to like reel you back in all over again. And they think it's going to work. They think it's going to work. They think it's going to work. Okay. All right. Let's jump back over to you. How does Aries currently feel? All right. So we do have the Hangman. We do have the Chariot. And then we also have the Hermit. Whatever it is that this person plans on doing next to like reel you back in, I feel like the moment they do it, you're going to already know. Like you're going to already know like what this person's trying to do. You're not stupid. In other words, you already know that this person's trying to reel you back in. You already know that this person's trying to get your attention. Like you already know. You already know. So I don't feel like this is going to catch you off guard by any means. I think that you're going to already know that they're clearly trying to get your attention. They're trying to clearly get you to like break your silence and have a conversation with them. And I'm getting that. And it looks like it's not going to work. Again, you're very determined, like I said, to like move forward and move on with your life. Revisiting this connection for you is just simply not an option in your mind from the looks of it. You know, you're sticking to your guns here. You're moving forward and moving on with your life. So the moment they try to pull this thing on you, it's not going to work. How does this person currently feel? Okay, so we do have the Judgment card. We do have the King of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Swords. So in regards to how this person's currently feeling, I do see this person waiting to receive communication here from you, but it doesn't look like they are receiving communication from you, and it's causing this person to have no other choice but to go back to the drawing board. Like, all right, what am I going to do next to try to like reel Aries back in all over again? Whoever this person is, it's obviously somebody who has a very difficult time getting over you. Hence why they're constantly looking for ways, you know what I mean, to like reel you back in and get your attention and, you know, things like that. It's like they refuse to, I guess, accept the fact that, you know, you're done. You know what I mean? With them. It's like they're spending so much time, like, trying to think of ways to get your attention, trying to think of ways to, like, reel you back in, instead of, like, spending all that time and energy towards just accepting the fact that you're moving forward and moving on, you know, with your life. Yeah. What actions will Aries take towards this person or moving forward? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, we do have the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Page of Swords. I actually see you having a brief conversation with this person in the near future. I am definitely getting that. But this to me just kind of feels like an energy of you just kind of like letting this person know that, you know, you're done and that you're moving forward and moving on with your life. And you highly suggest that they basically do the exact same thing. So I do see you having a brief conversation with them in the near future. I am definitely getting that. But this conversation that I see you having with this person, you know, I don't see any sort of reconciliation coming out of it. No. No. What actions will this person take? Okay. So you have the Page of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. This is kind of interesting because I do see this person contacting you. That's definitely gonna happen. They're gonna contact you, but it's like the way that like they're going about it. I find it to be very interesting. It's like they're making it seem like they're only contacting you because they just wanted to see, you know, how you were doing. I am definitely getting that. I'm also getting something about them like rubbing something in your face too in the process of it all. Like, for example, let's just say that, I don't know, let's just say that in the past when you were dealing with this person had like a beat up car, for example. Well, I see this person contacting you like, hey, Aries, long time no talk, you know, just wanted to check on you and see how you were doing. Oh, and you know, you won't believe it, but, you know, I actually, you know, ended up buying a brand new car. I actually got a G-Wagon, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel like this person... I just kind of feel like this person wants you to know that they are doing, you know, very, very well. You know, since the two of you basically, you know, broke up. Why does that matter? I don't know. I don't know, but it matters to them. So then there's that, you know, it matters to them to make it a point to rub in your face that they've been doing excellent since you've essentially been out of their life. And if that's the case, I don't know. I don't know why this person's running bad to you, because they're kind of making it seem like they're better off without you. And they just want you to know that. And it's like, okay, but the fact that this person is trying to like reel you back in, and pull a reconciliation off here, you know, with you is kind of what's really confusing me, because if it is true that this person is doing better without you in their life, why would they want to reconcile with you? That doesn't make no freaking logical sense to me. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But like I said, I think that you know, like you already know why this person's back and what it is that this person wants. Like I see you seeing right through this person. Like even though this person's contacting you and making it seem like they're just contacting you because they want to check up on you, I think that you're going to see right through it and just let this person know right then and there that you're done with them and that you would really appreciate it if they stop contacting you. You might even congratulate them on the brand new vehicle that they got, or the brand new job that they got, or the business that you might even congratulate them. But, you know, as far as like you taking them back is concerned, yeah, I don't see you doing that. I just don't see you doing that at all. I don't see you doing that. I don't. Okay. So... yeah, this conversation that they're about to have with you is not going to play out in the way that they were essentially hoping it would. Like, I don't know if this person thought that now that they're doing better, you know, in their life, that it's going to prompt you to run back to them all of a sudden. That's not going to happen. As far as them rubbing whatever it is that they're rubbing in your face, you know, I feel like this person thought that whatever it is that they're about to rub in your face will prompt you to run back to them. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. Like, I just don't see this conversation playing out in the ways that they essentially thought it would, because this person thought that the moment they contacted you and then you see how good that they're doing, that, you know, I guess you would just run back to them. Yeah, I just don't see it playing out that way. I just don't see it playing out that way. It looks like you're pretty done with them. Like, you don't care if this person is like a millionaire. Like, you don't want nothing to do with them. Like, you don't care if this person bought a brand new, you don't want anything to do with them. You don't care if this person's career is finally taken. You don't want anything to do with them. You don't want anything to do with them. And I think that you just want this person to accept that already and just leave you alone. It's basically what I'm getting. Well, I don't know. This person's very confusing to me because, for a second, it's like they were making it seem like, oh my God, my life is so great without Aries in it. It's like, okay, then like, why do you want them back? I don't understand. Like, why do you want them back? Why are you constantly trying to get their attention? Why are you constantly trying to reel them back in? Why are you even contacting them to begin with? Like, that doesn't make no logical sense to me. Like, if this person truly is doing better without you, maybe they should just continue to be without you. You know what I mean? But instead, it's like they rather sit here and like try to reel you in and get your attention and like rub certain things in your face. Like, oh, like, I started, that business I've always wanted to start. Thought I'd let you know. Or I finally bought my dream car. Thought I'd let you know. Or like my career finally took off. Thought I'd let you know. And it's like, okay, I don't think that you care. You know what I mean? Like, I personally don't think that you care. And I personally think that you can see right through this person's BS. Yeah, I think that you can see right through this person's BS. You already know what this person's trying to do, You already know what this person's trying to do. And like I said, this conversation is not going to play out the way that they are expecting it to play out. If they think that, because, they finally started that business they've always wanted to start, they finally got that dream job they've always wanted, that dream car, that dream house that is going to cause you to run back to them, you're not running back to them. Unfortunately for them, I just don't see that happening. All right, so that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.